We've talked a lot in the last few weeks about pre-closings and how they can go sideways. I'm Rochelle Plumstead from eXp Realty. Thanks for joining me for this week's Movin Up Minute. We've talked about, stinky water, green pools, land titles, that sort of thing. But one thing that we haven't touched on is clause number 2 in the offer contract. Clause number 2 is when the seller and the buyer agree to a closing date. This is when the buyer takes vacant possession of the property unless otherwise specified. But what I have found in the last month is right below that, what's getting overlooked or forgotten in the chaos is the time. The time for the pre-closing inspection. This is when the seller and the buyer agree that the buyer gets to walk through, do their final inspection of the property prior to closing. This is when the seller is completely moved out, everything is clean, there's no reason to come back. This is a legal binding contract. So if clause number 2 says the buyer's to come in by 6 p.m. the night before closing, that means you, the seller, need to be out completely by 6 p.m. So don't forget this, don't overlook this. Make sure that you have this discussion with your realtor because this can really hold things up. And honestly, if you're not out, this is a breach of contract. You've signed a legal binding contract. This can cost you money. So be careful. If you're moving up, moving over, moving out, you've got questions, I've got answers. We'll see y'all next week. Bye for now.